And hello there, folks. Welcome back to RJB TV with me, your host, RJB. We are currently in the middle of a best of set between Byul against Burgersasu. So far, Byul has won 2 games in a row. He's been playing very well. He won Zerk against Protoss and Protoss against Zerk. Which now means that Byul is either going to try to win the best of set, and I'm not sure how many games are in the best of set. This might be the last game. There might be 2 more games, maybe 3 or 5 more games. Who knows? I know how many games there are. I just don't know who wins. I don't know what the score is going to be. Byul here, Orange Protoss. Burgersasu, really eager and hungry to get himself win number 1, because so far he lost twice, which of course means no wins on the board for our Burger Bro. And we both know, and so does Burger Bro, that it's about damn time he gets himself a win on the board, because things are not looking too good. If he loses this one again, things are looking even worse. Nobody wants to lose the best of set without a single win. Everyone wants to have at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 wins, or maybe just win the entire thing. Burgersasu here, probably gonna go for... I think this is gonna be very fast Dragoons. Byul going for a Nexus first. So I've got a bad feeling for this in regards to Byul's outlook on the future. His prospects are not looking too bright. Because when you're going for Nexus first into a gateway, it means that 1, the Protoss can easily go for triple gateway cybercore and not have to make a single zealot. They can straight go right into Dragoon range and Dragoons and hit the other Protoss really hard. The gateway is already finished up. Byul's gateway is almost finished up. He will start up a zealot. We have a cybercore there on the way for Burgersasu. And after that cybercore, he will get, of course, triple Dragoons and a singularity charge. I do not think he's got anything else on his mind. And they're right next to each other. He's scouting the wrong direction there, though, and so is Byul. They're both going in opposite ends. Maybe they're made of similar poles. And poles that are made of the same polarity, they kind of repel each other. They don't attract. They repel. Cybercore finished up, triple Dragoon on the way, and so is Singularity Charge once he hits 150 minerals. We have Zealot there on the map there for Byul. It's already going towards Burgersasu's base. 3 more Zealots there on the way. Nexus number 1 and 2, both producing their probes. Economy is growing bigger. He's getting a Cybercore, not going to make a Forge. Is this going to work out for Byul? Dragoons will finish up right when that Zealot arrives here in the base. I don't think that Dragoon is going to do all too much, because Dragoons are coming out right about now, and they're going to kill that Zealot. It might get 1 kill unless the probe runs away, and nope, he clicked the wrong probe. Loses 2 probes, but down goes the Zealot. 3 more Zealots are on the way in the middle, pylon in the front, so those Zealots will not go undetected. They will not go in undetected. He's sending them all the way around, though, because he knows Burgersasu is going to go for the attack, and he wants to go in undetected. So he's going to walk all the way around. Dragoons are almost finished up, and the Dragoons here are ready to attack. 2 Zealots there in the back, finished up. We got Dragoons on the way there for Byul, but Dragoons for Burgersasu. He made a mistake. He thinks... Oh my god, he thinks Byul is not right next to him. He thinks Byul is on the top of the map. That is legitimately a disaster. Oh my god, he still doesn't know. He's right here. He didn't go in far enough to find Byul, so he's going in the wrong direction. He's going to the top side of the map. This is the... Oh my god. Burgersasu is completely losing any advantage he might have had if he just scouted that 5 o'clock base properly. He still doesn't know. He still doesn't know. One Dragoon there going to 7, more Dragoons going to 7, he's splitting everything up, he's arriving on location, and he lost every single bit of advantage. He had to attack early. And oh boy, did Burgersasu almost have the advantage. It all came falling apart when he turned around, instead of just finishing the scout on that 5 o'clock base. This is just painful to watch. Dark Templars are on the way, and Burgersasu has no robotics facility. He cannot make any detection, has no forge either. He is completely in the dark, no detection, nothing to see with. Dark Templars are going to spawn very soon there for Byul. You got Zealot Speeder on the way, almost finished up. One Zealot there makes into the base. Does he have any more Dragoons in the back? No, he does not. They are on the way, will soon finish up, but that Zealot is going to kill some probes. And the Dark Templar is going to spawn right here, right now. And those Dragoons have nothing to detect them with. Nothing to kill those Dark Templars with. Dark Templar is going to ignore the Dragoons. One of them is going to chase the Dragoons. The other one is going to go for the main base. He notices that there is, in fact, a Dark Templar and leaves the game because Burgersasu realizes that this is impossible to come back from. Oh boy, what a disappointment of a game where everything just didn't go Burgersasu's way. Kind of his own fault. You got to scout those bases properly or this is gonna happen. And I've seen it happen before to Burgersasu. He's too eager, too greedy, wants to save on too much time and doesn't finish the scout even though he is inside the enemy base. He just hasn't seen a structure yet. And it ends up leading to a loss too early that could have been easily prevented by not skipping corners. So there's a lesson to be learned here. Don't skip corners or you're gonna end up regretting skipping corners. Kind of like Burgersasu did right there. So 3-0 there for Burgersasu. I could argue that was Burgersasu's worst game he's ever played in his life. And it was just one simple but massive mistake. Byul here on the Zerg. 11 o'clock spawn location. Burgersasu here on the pink Terran right below him. Is it still possible for Burgersasu to right the wrongs that have happened in the past so far? Can he still fix things? He's gonna go for Barrack here in the front. I think that's Barrack. He's gonna go for the bunker rush. That's the deal with his build order. It's all out early game aggression. No compromise, everything on the line on that early game attempt to end the Terran. Barrack supply. The Koreans call it BBS. You build 2 barracks on the middle, supply depot at home, and then you just make a whole lot of Marines, scout with an SCV, and start making bunkers in the enemy base with some support from SCVs and Marines on the scene, ready to end the Zerg. Now, I've got a bad feeling. Is the exact same thing going to happen right here? Is Burgersasu going? Yes. Oh my god. Burgersasu is scouting for a hatchery in the choke. And by doing so, he misses the golden opportunity to kill Byul before the pool finishes, before he has Zerglings. Oh my god, this is painful to watch. It could not have been worse than this. If he had just gone in all the way in SCV, maybe 2 or 3 SCVs would already be here on the scene, harassing those drones, and then the Marine would arrive and the game would be over. But now, we're in a situation where all of his units are going in different directions, all across the map, Marines waiting in the middle, pool almost finished up, creep colony on the way. It is a disaster that once again could have been prevented if Burgersasu just went in a little bit deeper. Just a little bit deeper, and he would have had the money shot. He would have had the money shot of the century, but nope. Byul gets away with murder. Double hatchery started into a pool, does not receive any punishment for it. That pool there is protected by the sunken. So now Burgersasu is going to have to start fixing things as best as he can. Because right now, Byul has everything going his way. Triple hatchery, double sunken, and a lot of zerglings. No gas there yet. No gas there yet. Which leads me to believe he's going to go for another hatchery. He might go for hydralisks, might go for delayed lurkers. Not too sure, but I've got a feeling that he's going to try to boost up his economy a little bit more than he usually would. Just a little bit more. Marines are on the middle. No gas. Well, he's mining gas now. He has Academy almost finished up, so he can start stim and medics very soon. He's on double barrack production. Not a lot of Marines, but he's got just enough to make sure that he can overpower the units Byul would send out into the middle to maybe go for a counterattack. Factory on the way there in the choke point. So he's not gonna get. He's getting stim now. So factory before stim. He wants to get siege mode as fast as he can. A couple more sunkets are coming up for Byul. He doesn't feel safe enough yet. Got an overlord there in the front. You can see the factory. He's gonna build, I think, a bunker or supply depot there on the side to make sure that he has as little surface area for Byul to go through, like a small little choke point. Small little choke point. Zerglings are never ever gonna get out. Hatchery on the way. This is gonna be Hydralisks, isn't it? This is going to be Hydralisks. No lair on the way, den on the way. This is gonna be Hydralisk, something we never ever really see happen. But Byul, reading the situation the best he can, decided that Hydralisks are in fact the #1 option against this failed barrack rush from Burgersasu. Another barrack on the way back at home. He's getting a lair now as well. One more sunken there in the front to space out, to get a little bit more base size, a little bit more surface area covered in creep, and to create distance between the drones and the siege tank that should be on the way, coming in very soon. Siege mode is being researched, range is being researched for Marines, bunker being built in the front, and the tank is being constructed. Medics have arrived. Burgersasu could, theoretically speaking, with the Marines he has at the moment, kill quite some sunkens, but then he wouldn't really have enough to fight against the Hydralisks. So is Byul gonna go for Hydralisk range next, or is he gonna allow Burgersasu to push forward on him to create sunken kills? Burgersasu is not being greedy this time around. He's playing this calmly with as little as he can, trying to get the most out of it as he can while not trying to lose units. He's playing this safely now. The risk that he took with the barrack supply now means he can no longer afford to take any risk. Great snipe there on the tank with the Hydras. We got Lurker aspect on the way, range as well. You went for 2 dens to get range and Lurker upgrade at the same time. Tank number 2 there sieges up behind the bunkers, a little bit safer because he cannot keep the tank alive against that many Hydras. Carapace on the way as well. Marine level 1 attack is being researched here for Burgersasu, getting a starport as well for probably. What is it? Yeah, that's a starport. Probably science facility and a science vessel. You need some turrets here inside of Byul's base. Tank arriving on the scene. That's number 3. Number 1 went down. Factory there being built as well. Lurker aspect almost finished up. The Hydras there dancing. The Hydras going for the attack. Going to try to get us around. Going to try to kill both the tanks, but the Marines are protecting the tanks quite well. Tank does not go down. Hydras are getting murdered. Absolutely murdered. The game is starting to look more bleak for Byul as time goes on, but Burgersasu has to push really quick because Lurkers are going to morph, and he doesn't have detection. He does have a science facility on the way, no scan, no turrets. It's going to all come down to a science vessel detecting the Lurkers, and the Lurkers are already morphing. The starport is not yet building the vessel. Burgersasu is very greedily pushing forward, perhaps too greedy. That's too greedy. Lost a lot of Marines, and now he no longer has the army to fight against the Lurkers. The Lurkers can have an easy time killing the tanks and the Marines. Vessel is on the way, but it's going to be too late because the Lurkers are finished up, and Byul is going to run straight for the kill. Gonna have to get those Lurkers killed, but nope, they burrow up, and there's no turret. Burgersasu is regretting his choices. No turret means no detection, means Lurkers stay alive, and Lurkers kill everything that there is. Now we have the factories in grave danger. Tanks cannot quite escape. One tank spawns behind. Lurkers are burrowing up. Factories gonna have to get lifted up. Yeah, Burgersasu made some mistakes. Not one, not two, but about 3 or 5 combined that have led to this outcome. Tanks in the back there staying alive. Marines running straight into the Lurker spines. 2 more Lurkers are moving forward, burrowing up. They both do go down. Risky move there from Byul. Burger now has the science vessel on the scene. 2 tanks sieging up. Lurkers are under attack. We got more Hydras spawning. He's got a range on them Hydras. He's got Burger. He's got Burrow. Science vessel gets taken down, getting a little bit sloppy there. Burgersasu is getting punished for his mistakes. Getting 2 more command centers there back at home. Getting 2 more factories as well. The factories, one is going to burn down. Lifting up the one that's still alive. Hopefully it stays alive. But yeah, Byul is in a great position. Burgersasu had the tools in his hands to win the game. And he threw it down the garbage bin. He threw it away. He threw away the tools to win. He can still win. But oh boy, did it just become many, many, many times harder than it should have been. Those Marines are still queued up, rallied into this point. Keep getting eaten up by the Lurkers. And those here are going to get eaten up as well. Burgersasu didn't notice yet. He's trying to do too many things at once and didn't reorganize his rally points. He's trying really hard to catch up on where he should be. Because Burgersasu realizes he made some big mistakes, and he's trying to catch up to get into position as fast as he can. He needs a lot of things. Byul is now getting a hive. He's got his greater spire on the way. Not a greater one, a regular spire. He's on 38 drones. That's quite a lot. And getting a lot more hatcheries as well. 4 in the top, 5 at the bottom, 9 in total. That is a pretty big advantage over what Burgersasu has at the moment. He's got 3 factories. Lost 1. Got 2 more on the way. That's 3 2-star ports. Got an armory as well. Lurker can shoot across the hill. Going for the attack. This is getting bloody. Defensive medics on the tank. Lurkers are burrowing up. Tanks can't get away. Marines are escaping. Tank beyond the hill there, providing some fire across the hill. He needs a wall in the front that's a real wall, not just 2 barracks there sitting and lying in wait. 2 vessels in the air. Tanks are sieging up. Marines are behind it. Gonna have to kill those barracks first, and the tanks are gonna have some prime time shooting before that happens. Marines are getting destroyed. Hydras are entering the base. Hydras can't quite get through that easily. SCVs are repairing the tanks. Tanks might go down there though, because Hydras have a lot of explosive damage. So all the tanks have gone down. You got SCVs are on the scene. You got Lurkers running right through, going right for the home run. Defensive medics on the tank. Hydra Lurkers are burrowing up right next to the tanks. 1 more tank in the back. SCVs are now under attack as well. Lurkers are on the scene. Lurkers are gonna have a field day as those SCVs run away. Lurker there on the chase, gonna try to kill and make this a no-go zone. Looks like the Lurkers next to the tanks have gone down. Defensive matrix kept the tank alive. Burgersasu barely survives. He's got 52 SCVs all still operational. Lost almost no SCVs at all. Did lose a supply depot somewhere. So he's currently supply blocked. And while that was all happening, Byul now 44 drones. Supply lead. Greater Spire not yet on the way. He's getting level 1 carapace for air. Getting level 1 attack for ground. Or level 2 attack for the Hydras. Level 2 carapace finished up. Already level 1 attack as well. Getting a 2nd Spire. Getting a fighter mount. Oh, Byul is accelerating the game so damn fast. Mutas in the air going for the attack. Burger being supply blocked could not really make a lot of anti-air units, and mass overload drop coming across the hill. It is disaster in the air. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can see it, you can feel it. Overlords, they're on the scene, start to unload its Hydralisks and probably some Lurkers. Burgersasu calls GG and he pays the price for his mistakes. Byul capitalizes on everything and ends the series with 4-0 victory in 4 really well played games. Although the last 2 games did involve a fair amount of luck and Burgersasu making mistakes, allowing Byul to flourish into a beautiful pretty flower that we're looking at right now. He's killing and destroying the base. It's time to end the race.